G'day and thanks for joining me. Happy Switch 2 Day, everybody. I was lucky enough to pick up my pre-order this morning and I've brought it home, spent a couple of hours to do some other things while it updated and transferred my previous Switch across, and now I'm all up and running. First impressions of the console, it feels like what everybody was basically crying out for, which is just a bigger, better Switch. The screen looks beautiful actually. The new JoyCons and their magnetic attachment system is so much better. And I'm currently using the new Pro controller as well, and the previous Pro controller was possibly my favorite controller ever. The only thing that let me down was really the D-pad, which is not quite great, but the new one feels a lot better. It is slightly different. It looks the same, but it is slightly different, and it has the included grip triggers on the back as well, which I'm looking forward to making use of as well. It feels very nice in the hand. Anyway, I thought I would take the chance to jump in and just have a quick look at a couple of things. I do have Mario Kart World ready to go there. But just some other things as well, like even as simple as going to the eShop here is just so much faster than the laggy, less than ideal experience from the original Switch. So, yeah, lots of like there. Otherwise, everything looks pretty much the same. There are a few additions and adjustments, but, you know, as I said before, most of what people wanted was just a bigger, better Switch, and I think that's what we got. I haven't fired up Mario Kart World yet, so I thought this would be a good opportunity. I did buy the bundle that had it included, and so it does come as a digital code. That's not my preference, but it's not the end of the world for something like this. And here we go, first look. I mean, the graphical improvement already is really obvious. Still can't get used to that new Mario voice, though. I don't mind his new look, though. Him and Donkey Kong, obviously, you know, there's been a few little redesigns. Don't hate them. Alright, what can we do? Plus to free roam. Oh, that literally takes you from the menu into the gameplay. And I'm immediately getting run over here. So interesting to see how this controls. I haven't really played a lot of Mario Kart for a long time. Mario Kart 8 was the, obviously the big, most popular one on the Switch and Wii U, but not one I played a huge amount of, I've got to say. I probably only played that right when the Switch came out and that was it. So what are some of the controls? We can look behind us, we can bunny hop. We can use the star. All pretty standard Mario Kart stuff. Take that. How does the drifting feel? Oh, what's this? A burger. I have no idea what's going on. I really didn't look too much into the game before I started it, so what the burgers and all this other stuff means, I'm not quite sure. Nice to see the little jump feather return from the Super Nintendo game. Got the golden mushroom back. I think that was the GameCube that introduced that, maybe? Or was that 64? Not sure. Obviously gone the wrong way, but this is free roam, so I suppose you can do whatever the hell you want. It looks nice, it feels nice. What is that? I still don't understand the burger thing. I've got a triple burger. That one didn't change my clothes though. Just a boost maybe. Oh, that's nice, you can wave and beep. Anyway, let's get into a race. We'll just try a basic GP to start with. Mario doing his little dance over there. Oh, so you start with all these. I know that there was the cow and everything, but I thought you might have to unlock them. But they're who you start with, just the generic little characters, like, you know, the classic sidestepper. Piranha Plant. Everybody's got a baby character now by the looks of it. Well, not everybody, but there's more of them. Dry bones. Everyone's having a little dance. Crazy. Pauline. Who else have we got? Bowser, Waluigi, the classic. And quite a few to unlock as well. Stingby. He plays a fish. Cheap, cheap. Alright, let's just... Gotta go Waluigi, obviously. So have they gotten rid of the different car parts? I know in the previous ones you could sort of choose your wheels, choose your car body. Looks like they might have just done away with that. I'm just going to go standard kart. And we've got a few to choose from already. Don't know if it means you can unlock more. Usually the last few are sort of locked away until you reach them. But we'll just start with the very, very basics. As I said, I haven't played a Mario Kart in years, so going to be a little bit out of practice. It is impressive how much better it looks. So how many races have we got here? We've got a lot. Got the old trick of the how to get the boost. There's a dolphin right there. There's one of those quacker pults as well. Those annoying guys from Sunshine. So there's what, 24 races? That probably was announced already. It's probably a known fact, but as I said, I haven't really kept up to date with all the details. Oh, he had a bomb. Oh, here comes a bullet bill. Have a look behind me. There it is. That's fine. Probably should have gone higher than 50cc. This feels very slow. Oh, that's rude. I'll take that though. Gotta remember how to do all the drifting and stuff. It's not since, I think, Mario Kart DS when I last took it sort of semi-seriously and got quite good at you know, getting some pretty good time trial times and things like that. So 24 races. It's oh, here we go. Obviously going to be quite a change from what we're used to. And it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Things like, is it the free roam one where between races you've got to be in the top so many players to proceed? I think I read something about that. I think there's like some free roam elements between courses. So you actually drive to the next course, and if you don't make it, you get eliminated. Like a Mario Kart Battle Royale in a way. All sounds very interesting. Not sure what the coins do. I think from the Super Nintendo one, they made you go faster, or they made you recover faster, or something. Again, no expert. This sound box thing, this protects me from things, doesn't it? From projectiles. There you go, Waluigi number 1. So performance is pretty good. I know it is just Mario Kart, but I mean, for how good it looks, there's no slowdowns, there's no frame drops that I can tell. Everything looks and sounds quite good. Alright, moving on to Crown City. Ah, is this... okay, so I think I'm driving now to the next race, is that right? We're all going off course. Don't get run over. That would be good. There's a Goomba on the road. Oh, and he's not happy. Fair enough. Go away. There's one of those bully guys up here. Giant one. I'll try and get in the habit of drifting again. Fair enough. So yeah, seems like I probably should have just upped the difficulty. I'm just taking out some poor innocent highway driver. What was that? Golden shell or something? I think it hit a car, but spit out a bunch of coins. Might be a new item. There we go. Whoa, wait, he stole my banana. Oh, nice. Okay, we've still got the glider going. Uh-oh. No, that's good. So I was going to hit the bridge. Nope, run on the ledges there. Yeah, okay, so if you're not too familiar with Mario Kart, I would suggest that 50cc is probably for true, genuine beginners, maybe younger players. Can I go up the side here? I think I can. Whatever benefit that gives you. I did it. You probably shouldn't brag that much about a 50cc win there, Waluigi. That's just a bit over the top. So we got Luigi and baby Rosalina, second and third place. But no, it feels nice. It plays nice. Just as I think is normal, you know, every Mario Kart iteration sort of feels a little bit different and handles a little bit different, so it's a matter of just getting used to that. Get out of the way. Start with a bump. Okay, that didn't work in my advantage. Oh, is that like a slipstream? What's this? Hamburger? Is that just a mushroom and it's also changed my outfit? I still don't really understand what's going on there. So now I'm Biker Waluigi. To follow the bus? No, I don't think so. Hey, get out of here. Those rude fellas throwing spikes on the track, just to keep things interesting. Where's the road? Do I stay on the tracks or the dirt in between? Oh, okay, I'm grinding on the tracks, nice. Good. Ah, here comes a blue shell. Yeah. Always hated those. Oh, boomerang. Oh. These courses seem quite good as well. I mean, they're simple. I know Mario Kart 8 had a lot of really extravagant courses where you're driving upside down and doing all sorts of things. But it is nice just to have some more traditional courses, I guess. And I suppose they have to if they're slotting them into the open world where they're all sort of connected in some way, where you can drive from one to the other. So is that building up a boost there for me? How do I use that? Oh, you hop off, okay. So grinding sort of builds up your drift boost. Oh no. You hop off and you can boost off it, nice. I do wonder if there are any courses that aren't a part of this sort of open world, like little self-contained courses. Sure, there must be. There's got to be like a Rainbow Road somewhere at the end, surely. Or even like a GameCube era baby park or something, just a very simple little loop. Oh, got that boost down. Ah, yeah. Greedy person stole my item. That's right, I think I just stole his mushroom, did I? Not quite. What have we got? Flower. I wonder if there are the old school shortcuts like in the Super Nintendo. There was a few that you could just use a flower to hop over. I think there was one in the first Ghost House level from memory. I suppose they're also good for jumping over items. The Goomba in a shoe. A little bit of a Super Mario 3 throwback, I think it is. What's that called? The Karibo's shoe or something? Ugh. Good timing. Lost my items. I feel like they've nerfed the lightning bolt, because I feel like in the previous games you'd stay small for a lot longer than that. Golden shell again. Give me that slipstream. High road or low road? There's a little retro Donkey Kong on the wall there. Oh, there's a giant mechanical Donkey Kong. Why not? That's a recreation of the original, is it? The big red girders. So, should I expect that a few barrels are going to be coming my way very shortly? Oh, terribly. Done terribly with that drift there. Here come the barrels. That's a blue shell. Not sure if there's much you can do about that if you don't have like one of those sound boxes. Oh, thank you for that. So Lightning Bolt has a shorter duration, but I don't know if it always made you drop all your items. I can't remember. Not that it seems to matter too much in this case. Oh, that's cool. You can stay on the track there. Nice. No, you certainly can't jump over them. Oh. Is that my own shell? Alright, final stretch now. Jeez. Okay, so they still have some creative course hazards going on. Nice. Settle down, mate. No, not a bad first impression there. Obviously want to crank up the difficulty. See what the celebrations are like. I remember in the Super Nintendo, used to sit on the podium and pop a bottle of champagne. I think they've turned it down a lot since those days. I think the real question on everyone's mind is, when is Waluigi going to get his own game? And why hasn't it happened yet? Oh, unlocked Donkey Kong. Strange that he wasn't there to start with. Very good. There you go. So there's a little bit of Mario Kart World. First look. Good impression so far. Going to crank up the difficulty and see how that goes, and then I might take it online. I've never been much of an online player with these because I've never been one to take them overly seriously, but might give it a go. Alright, let's see what else is happening. Just go back to the eShop for the moment, because there is one other feature that I'd forgotten to test out, even though I was quite excited to see it, is the mouse controls. So you take off the JoyCon, you lay it flat on the desk, and the shoulder buttons become your left click and right click. And you basically navigate with a little mouse. And I really wasn't sure just how well this would work, but it feels actually very responsive and surprisingly comfortable, actually. So I'm looking forward to see how this works in a game. I don't think I've got much that will take advantage of that, but, you know, looking forward to Metroid, obviously, which is going to be designed with this in mind. It's going to be really interesting to see. It might make first-person shooters on the console, which usually I'm not a big fan of, might make it a bit more palatable. So I'm looking forward to see how it works, but just for even for navigating menus, it feels very nice, very snappy, responsive, accurate, and surprisingly comfortable. I definitely don't want Fortnite. But what I'm looking for here is I'm just going to download these GameCube classics. That's something else I've been excited to try out, especially the classic Soul Calibur 2, which was fantastic back in the day. So I'm going to finish that download and then jump in there and have a quick look. And this was the last thing I wanted to check out, which was the GameCube classic games that you can get as part of your online subscription. So obviously the previous one had, you know, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, 64, all that. Now we've got GameCube games available on the Switch too, which is something we've all been crying out for, I feel like. And just a small collection to start with. F-Zero will make some people very happy. I personally never really got into it back in the day. Wind Waker. There was a more recent remake on the Wii U, so maybe a lot of people have already played a upgraded version of this more recently, but it still is nice to have it there because it's been quite a few years for me. And Soul Calibur 2, which is interesting. I played the hell out of this one back on the GameCube. I'm not really sure why, because I've never been huge into the old traditional fighting games. But for some reason, this one I really got into it. So curious to jump in and see how this goes. And as I said, I'm not really a fighting game person, so I'm absolutely no good at them, and I can barely remember how to play. But this will be a little bit of a trip down memory lane here. So what have we got? Original... Oh yeah, so you had the standard arcade mode. You got Weapon Master, which I vaguely recall having like a bit of a grid map that you could sort of navigate through, and you'd unlock weapons. And just your normal settings and stuff. So I might as well just jump straight in. And I don't really recall how to play. I am vaguely remembering some of these characters. Do remember Voldo, he was a bit of a freak. And Ivy was an absolute pain with that chain sword thing. The chain whip. But I might just go with Link. He was a bit of a novelty in this, because he was just completely out of place in a fighting game. And if I recall, yeah, he could taunt on that screen and Link would just grunt at them. But I do seem to recall that you had a bow and arrow and a bomb. So bear with me while I remember the controls here. Hopefully I won't get schooled too much here. Oh, he spun me around. How do you dodge? Oh, what is that? Alright. I think there is a menu, isn't there, that... Yes, there is a command list. So, we've got A, which is just your slashes. Bat swing, shoelace, slash. Fair enough. B is your vertical slash kick combo. Yep. Kick. Oh, here we go. Bow, boomerang, bomb. So... A and B attack gets you into bow stance, and you can choose to use the boomerang, bomb, or bow. I have to remember that. Spin attack. Okay, down, down, back, back, A. Gotcha. Okay, tap and hold. Guard button. High, mid, special. Oh man, I'm not going to take all this in. Let's just see if I can get a bomb out. Oh, there we go. What was that? Why use your sword where you can just kick someone? There we go. First win in the books. I'm guessing this is on very, very easy mode. But still, it hasn't aged poorly. As I said, I'm not a fighting game enthusiast by any means. It doesn't feel terrible. Jesus, I don't even know how I did that. Alright. A little bit button mashy, so don't judge me there. I want to get a bomb. There we go. I remember that being ridiculous. Oops. Oh, there's a spin attack. Nice. Sort of getting the hang of it. I do remember when I was young and playing this, I think it was the Weapon Master mode, I just reached a certain point where I just hit a brick wall because I just couldn't get good enough to pass it. Oh, this guy was crazy, wasn't he? I think I played Voldo quite a bit. He used to like crawl around on the floor and do this ridiculous stuff. Oh. What's the guard button? There it is. Oh. Weirdo. What is that outfit, by the way?
Battle 2, fight.
Oh, really? Hey, none of those connect. There you go. Cop that.
You win. Final battle, fight.
I see myself playing this a bit because I do remember that Weapon Master mode was quite addictive. Because there's a bit more than just the standard arcade fighting game mode where you just go through the roster like I'm doing now. Bloody hell. Damn it. Well, got absolutely schooled there. So got a bit of practice. Got a bit of practice to to maybe get competent again, but no surprises there really. Thank you, Voldo, you absolute freak.
8, 7, 6,
Think I might just leave it there actually. I just wanted to jump in and just relive some of these old memories because yeah, like I said, I probably haven't played this game since what, 2002 or 3 or something like that, so it's been a long time. But this does make me want to go online and buy the GameCube shaped controller because god, that was a great controller back in the day. Anyway, I will leave it there. So this was just intended to be a first look at the Switch 2, and I think, you know, first impressions are really positive. It looks good, it feels good, it's a premium little piece of kit. The new JoyCon magnetic attachment method is so much better than the old one. The mouse controls are interesting. I think that could be really good, but we'll have to wait for a game to come out that really supports that, like Metroid Prime, to really get a good feel of how good that is. And in the meantime, because it's, you know, launched, there's not going to be that many brand new exclusives just yet. There's a few, but not many. Mario Kart obviously being the standout, but there's no Tears of the Kingdom this time like there was with the Switch launch. But Donkey Kong, I think, is about a month away, so I'm looking forward to that one. And I might start actually including some of these games on the channel. Usually I'm doing indies and VR games and a few standouts like Atomfall, which I'm doing a playthrough of at the moment. But I think I might push through some of these new Nintendo games because they're always good fun. But I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me. If you like this and want to see more from me, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot and keeps you in the loop when new videos drop. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.